I'm here with Emmanuel Young, author of The Psalms of a Warrior Heart. Emmanuel, tell me a little bit about Psalms. At what age did you begin drafting the book?
Well, I began writing the Psalms at the age of 16. Most people always ask me what inspired you or what caused you to write the book. And I always tell people it was just being obedient to God and what He told me to do. I remember when I was young, I was getting into my mom's truck, and as I was sitting down, He told me to stop writing the book I was currently writing and to pick up the Psalms. He told me to write 150. And I remember that day like yesterday. And so as far as inspiration, what caused me to write it, it was just me being obedient. But for the Psalms themselves, they're my life events or things that I see and hear.
So, what inspired you to write the Psalms, and what was the moment like when you realized that this is what you wanted to do?
Well, I never considered being a writer. I wanted to be an astronaut, a weapons designer, a computer technician, or something in the science field. But being obedient to God was more important than me going after my own personal endeavors. If I placed Him first, then everything else will come. And I found that out, and that's what I continue to write.
So, have you always wanted to be a writer, and will you write a second book?
I do have plans for a second book. I'm currently working on a novel. Um, I keep it very secret, but hopefully one day I would like to push it as a movie. And I'm working on a family business called Spiritual Food Circle of One, and that's pretty much what's on my plate right now.
So, do you have a favorite psalm or essay in the book?
I like them all because it's like a personal diary to me. Everything is something that I can remember and I can go back to and read, and sometimes it comforts me or lifts me up when I'm sad. So I would have to say probably the last psalm in the book, because not only does it talk about not looking back, but for me that's a term of even from yesterday and today's a new day, and all my sins from yesterday have been forgiven.
So, you mentioned before the spiritual food. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Spiritual Food is a family business. It was started by my dad, and it's 31 paper fish in a can. And there's 12 different subjects: patience, marriage, deliverance, faith, forgiveness. And on each paper fish is a Bible verse pertaining to the subject. So we try to use it for Bible study, church events, youth group, and some people just place it on their desk at work. And one could take out a fish, read the verse, and meditate on that one verse. Or better yet, someone can open their Bible and continue to read. However God uses His tool is up to Him. We just put it out there.
And so, how is Psalms different from other nonfiction or religious books on the market today?
Psalms, I believe, is different because there's no age group. Anyone can benefit from it. It's one of those books that if you read more than once, you can read it more than once and gain something new from it each time, depending on what you're going through in your life. Most books can't do that. I say that for the very reason of most books tell you this is what you're supposed to do, this is bad, this is this. And the Psalms puts the information out there, but allows you to put your thought in the book as well on how you feel at that time. And I think the reader will come to find out that depending on what he's going through, whether a family member died, whether it's sickness or just depression, each psalm in there will mean something new, depending on at the time he reads.
Well, thanks so much for the interview, Emmanuel, and congratulations on the Psalms of a Warrior's Heart.
Thank you.